Hi there, welcome to Homekeepers. Hey, come right on in, my friend. Hope things are going good in your house today. It's just wonderful to wake up early in the morning. Are you an early riser? I certainly am, and there's something about the morning that just has such a beautiful presence of the Lord on it. It's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. I hope it is where you are as well. And we're welcoming back one of our regular guests, a gal I just love. Her name is Heide Janshon. And she happens to be running for a school board member in Pasco County here in Florida. But I was recounting how I met her, and I was looking for someone to talk about Common Core here on the program. And so through a series of connections, I came upon something where she had addressed a church group about it. And she was so articulate and well-spoken, and I've watched the Lord move her into education more for quite some time now. She's been a substitute teacher, and I would say a regular one, almost like being employed full-time. And now she's running for school board. And one reason I wanted to bring her in is to educate you and me about the school board and its purpose and how it works and what it does. And in preparing for it, I did some research for myself, and I'm telling you, if you care about your schools, you'll go vote for the right school board member, because they have a lot of authority. And while we're on the subject, if I get really upset with Christians, it's those that do not vote. And if you do not vote, don't ever criticize, okay? That should be a number one rule. And I have learned that when Christians vote, it makes such a difference. And if you look in the Bible, even in the book of Jeremiah, when God's people were living in Babylon, and I kind of feel we're living in Babylon here in the United States, but that's a subject for another show. Even when they were living in Babylon, they were supposed to be involved. They were supposed to make an impact. So don't try to separate your Christianity from your obligation for your nation. So think that as there's more and more elections coming up, and to be informed and be in that voting booth. Personally, I vote by mail. It's a great way, because you can really study everything that's on that ballot, but just make sure that your voice is heard, your righteous Christian voice is heard. All right, now we are going to make some zucchini brunch bread. I can hardly wait. It's going to have a cream cheese frosting on it. But we do have a few more of the turquoise cross bracelets. And so you can have one by writing to us or by calling the number on your screen. And I think that's 1-800-229-0059. Believe it or not, I have it memorized. And the address is on the screen as well if you want to write to us, and we'll get it right out to you. And I have joined Stephanie for something I'm so excited to taste.
I'm excited. Now, it's summer while we're taping this, but you want this for fall. Trust me, because I licked the bowl clean this. Well, okay, I didn't lick the bowl. Literally, I scooped the stuff out, and it is so yummy.
She was I got here a little late, and she already had everything done. And
how convenient.
Why do I love her? Okay, I'm going to mix up a little
cream cheese. You have a quarter cup of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of vanilla, and a quarter cup of ground cinnamon. That's what you're going to mix together.
That's what I'm dying to taste, is that
I have some cinnamon. I have a cup of chopped pitted dates in a cup of water that I brought to a boil. I'm going to let sit for a little bit, okay? Mm-hmm. I have a cup of all-purpose flour and a cup of wheat flour, whole wheat flour. We have 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. I'm mixing all the dry ingredients, and then I'm going to mix the wet. 2 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a quarter teaspoon of ground cloves. There's all your dry ingredients. You're doing a fabulous job.
Yes, and I think
you're focused, aren't you? Because you're not even talking.
No. I am
she is
very focused. But
that's
if they've watched this show very long, they know I love a quick bread.
Oh, yeah. And you know what I did? I brought my cup of coffee, my afternoon cup of coffee down so I can have it.
You can't wait till you get upstairs?
No, I want to have it with my bite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a good planning.
Yeah. Now, the pitted dates are supposed to sit for 15 minutes in the water, okay? Mm-hmm. But they're not going to for this, but do it at home. Do it right. And I also have a cup of
I'm letting that go off because it's done.
Okay.
Maybe it's not going. Watch out. Okay.
Okay.
There, we did
I
it.
also have a cup of shredded zucchini that we put in a paper towel to drain all the water.
Get all the water out of it.
Putting that in 2 eggs. We're gonna mix this up real quick. You want to spray the pan for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And where are you supposed
I don't
to
know.
do that?
This is the first time I've had to do 2 things.
I know. We're putting Miss Rippy to work today.
Yeah. Well.
So that was 2 eggs and a cup of shredded zucchini. Okay. And I'm gonna put the cup of water with the cup of dated pits that we boiled. Okay.
Oh, and you could. I would probably put some walnuts in it or
Oh
something.
yeah, you could go a couple different directions with this. So I'm gonna get this mixed up.
But you're thinking this is more like a fall
So
recipe?
much, so much. I'm gonna put this in with the dry. Get it all mixed up. Oh my gosh.
Gotta get a knife.
Yeah, because you know it has cinnamon, it has cloves. It just,
Oh, I know it.
it smells like fall.
And in the icing, the frosting as well.
Yeah, so it's gonna bake 30 to 35 minutes at 350. You're making a lot of noise.
I know it. Can't help myself.
Stop banging those dishes around. So you put it in the greased pan, 30 to 35 minutes at 350. So can we see the
Yes, and
fabulous finished
I
result?
must say that walking in this studio, it smells so good. Look how beautiful
Look
that
at
is.
that, it's gorgeous. And you're sneaking in vegetables, so there you go.
Yeah, you're getting
Sneak those vegetables in.
your squash. I'm going to take
Your squash?
the second piece because,
I love you.
and you want to slather a lot of that cream cheese dressing. I'm anxious to taste it though with the cloves and everything in it.
Yes. It's beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. Got your
do
coffee
this.
in your
I do.
hand. Get your coffee in your hand. You go first.
Okay.
Beauty before age.
Well,
There
I
you
don't know
go.
how many would agree with that, but
98%. Are you having a moment?
it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
You might want to put this in a lot of things.
on my desk right now. No. If that's not here when I leave, I don't know where it went.
I'll tell you, there's nothing
Oh my
like your
gosh.
favorite hot drink.
So good.
Wanda and I were talking before I came down. I mean, you know her granddaughter McKenna. How old would she be now? 8, 9, 7,
I have no concept of time whatsoever.
But that little girl wants to have coffee with Wanda. She'll send her mother out of the room. She said, Nana and I haven't had. I said, does she drink coffee
that's
that young? She said, yes, she does. Do you know what? That kid will never forget that.
It's in my top 5 favorite things of life. I'm just saying.
Yeah, people talk about caffeine. I said, I think God knew you needed that jump start in the morning, so he created caffeine on the 8th day.
Amen and
Yes,
amen.
Amen, amen. Okay, you do want this one, I promise you. So the information's coming up on your screen. It's absolutely free, and it'll show you how you can get it. And going to give you a civics lesson with Heidi, so stay with us.
If you would like a copy of today's recipe, you may receive it by contacting us through social media as listed on the screen. When requesting a copy through the mail, be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Thank you, and please know we always appreciate hearing from our viewers.
Welcome back, Heidi.
Well, thank you.
You know, at the top of the show, I was talking about that first video I saw of you talking so knowledgeable and intelligent about Common Core, and I was looking for someone who could do that. And I brought you on the show, and the rest is history, but how you've sensed the Lord leading you more and more into education, because you you had a pretty good thing going before you shifted the way you use your time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
It's been a ride.
she's learning.
I'm learning.
Politics on any level can be unpleasant.
Yes, unpleasant.
But as we spoke on the phone, I was so ignorant about what school board members do. And so I want you to teach us. I want us a little civics lesson, and felt a little conviction perhaps for not knowing of all the power and the authority that the school board has. So give us an overview.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. Pasco County Schools. It's one of the largest districts in Florida. We have 67 school districts in Florida, 67 counties.
What's a district?
It's the county. They call it, the school district is the county. So in Florida, say for instance, where I grew up in Texas, we have an independent school district, which is, but basically it surrounds a certain town. So every town has its own independent school district. But in Florida, the counties have school districts that are county-wide. Then they break them up within districts and they divvy up the responsibilities to school board members. So in Pasco County we have 5 districts, and so we have 5 school board members. It's a nonpartisan position and it is voted on county-wide. So people in the east of the county will vote on school board members that reside in the west of the county. And the only reason they have the districts is so that people can feel like they have a representation. Now in my particular district, I feel like we have not been represented, and therefore I'm running for school board against the person who is the incumbent who's held the seat for 8 years. So the county votes. There are midterm elections, so they alternate so that not all school board members come up for election at the same time. So right now we're voting in Pasco on 3 school board members. The next election cycle, it will be the other 2. Okay?
Yes, and this is what I like to do on this show is a little education here and there. And you know what? I get great response from viewers.
Good.
That just says, thanks for the education, and in the process you are educating me. The research I did stated that the school board hires the superintendent. Is that true?
It depends on what county. Now in Pasco County, we are one of the largest districts probably in the nation that still has an elected superintendent.
So is he on the ballot or she?
He's not on the ballot now. He ran for re-election the last cycle. And
I mean that office. Is on the ballot.
He's on the ballot when his time for election comes.
Okay.
Yes. So he ran unopposed. Our superintendent ran unopposed this last election cycle. So he was a shoo-in, and so he's now in his 2nd term.
Well, this is another area. I wonder how many are shoo-ins because we really don't know what's going on. We know who's running for president. That's about it. A lot of times, I think there's people who do not know who their senators are. And,
that's correct.
And their reps. I do know all those. If you gave me a test on that, I could do that. But I'm going to have a judge on in a few days for the same reason, to educate people. And I told her, when I get in the voting booth, or better yet, I vote absentee, and you have time to really go over those amendments and things. So many times I have not voted for a judge because I knew nothing about them.
Because they can't tell you what their position is. You only can learn about them personally. What's their personal life like, what they're involved in, what their civic activities have been, and what their track record has been. That's the only thing they can share.
Well, now back to the school board. Do the school board members decide books, curriculum?
They approve them, but everything is presented by the school district, and the school board approves. There's very seldom.
What if they disapprove?
Then the district has to go back to the drawing board.
Well, so this is where the rubber meets the road, because there's a lot to disapprove of.
It's correct if you have a school board that disapproves, but you have to have a quorum. So if you have 3 against 2, then 3 win. And so the other 2 are out of luck. Then if they disapprove, then it's okay, as long as you have 3 that vote yes.
Yeah. For instance, Terry Kemple is on the show from time to time. He's the head of Community Action Council, which he's kind of a watchdog over his area, and he was warning people about a sex education curriculum in another county, Hillsborough County. And he said he's been told actually it's a sex indoctrination.
And you should go to the Florida Department of Education and check out their website and what has been approved on the state level as far as sex education goes.
Do you have to go, does the school board have to go along with what the state approved?
If there's a state mandate and the legislative body, our legislators have approved it and it's passed into law, then yes. Yes.
It all comes down to the parents, though.
It does. If the parents are uninvolved and they just trust, then
they could control it. They
well,
cared.
and see, a couple of years ago, I called our Inspector General for the Department of Education, and I said, I want you to tell me what the accountability is between our superintendent who is elected and our elected school board. And he said, the accountability is at the polls. And I said, you mean to tell me that nobody can remove them from office? And he said, I'll just give you an example. We have right now, we have a superintendent who's actually broken the law. And we're having a hard time removing her from her office.
And so his absolute quote is, it's at the polls.
It's at the polls. Mm-hmm. So if people don't show up at the polls, or if we don't have another candidate to run against that person that's running.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's take it down to just the bottom line. I have someone close to me who's a teacher for many years. And that person tells me it's very hard to arrange a teacher-parent meeting.
Because the parents don't show up.
Because the parents don't come.
That's right. Yes. It's hard. As you get older in the grades, middle school, high school, it's harder to get the parents to attend because they just feel like the teacher needs to work it out.
Oh, I'm sorry, it leaves me speechless.
Yeah.
Because those are the ages where you really need to know.
That's right.
What is being taught. As a television producer, I get a lot of material that comes across my desk, and they're really pushing this transgender thing, and they're confusing children, and they're trying to remove all gender names. You know, he or she, or him or her. They're trying to find neutral names for those. And when you start that on a very, very young child, you create so much confusion. And I'm getting more and more material that parents are changing their lives so they can homeschool.
Yeah, there are a lot of parents who are homeschooling. There are a lot of parents who are pulling their students out of public education. And I'll tell you, in Florida, the way our legislative body voted last year in those bills to overly fund charter schools, there really is a desire to undermine and probably destroy public education as we know it. Mm-hmm. So parents do need to be involved. If we are going to have a choice, there needs to be a balance. And I honestly, when we talk about school board power, our county, Pasco County, has a $1.2 billion budget. But yet I attended the school board meeting on Tuesday and their workshop talking about their capital plan.
That's
billion.
B with a B.
B with a B.
Billion with a B.
Yes, billion. And so at the end of next year, they will have $5 million, which is a drop in the bucket compared to the $1.2 billion budget left over. $5 million left over for wiggle room. So if there is a catastrophic storm or anything like that, we have $5 million to do anything with.
I have read many statistics of the enormous amount of money we spend to educate one student.
Yes.
Far above anything else in the world. And yet we're behind. The students in the United States of America are behind other countries. That's a shame.
Because our focus is not on the student. Our focus is on teacher accountability and high stakes testing. Let's test them into infinity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now has that changed at all with the new administration? That everything rests on the test, because that makes no sense.
No, because, well, here is the deal. Betsy DeVos will say we don't have Common Core anymore. Well, the federal government has no longer tied states to having to have one a consistent set of standards nationwide. But now the states are so entrenched with the testing and the millions and billions of dollars that have been poured into curriculum, they're not going to switch it overnight, and the legislators are saying, why should we pour money into something? They don't see that it's broken, but it is, because we are now seeing the fallout in our 8th graders right now, 9th graders, current 9th graders that are starting this year, that their math skills, there's a confusion.
And you know who else is being left behind? Our boys. I think I can trace that back to the women's movement, but we won't go there. But there are many more girls in college, and they are becoming doctors, they're becoming engineers, they're becoming attorneys, and the space between the two is really, really disheartening.
Yeah.
Now, the schools are funded by property taxes, at least here. I don't know about other states.
There are four avenues of funding. One is your impact fees, your county impact fees. That means when a new home is built, there is a fee assessed to that particular home, anywhere from $5,000, less, maybe less in some counties, $5,000 to $10,000. Some counties it's $13,000. When they build that home, that money then goes towards the schools.
They stick a $5,000 or so in there in the construction cost.
Yes.
Oh, didn't know that.
But the developers and the builders, they want to fight that because they don't want to pay that cost. But when you have a $450,000 home, $10,000 is really not much. And it's called an impact fee because they are impacting the infrastructure of the county. They pay for roads, they pay for schools, fire stations, police stations. So that it's justifiable. You know, you have to be able to support new schools, so that money comes in. So then you have PICO dollars, which is something that you would see a little surcharge on your utility bill, and that goes towards schools. Then in Pasco, we have Penny for Pasco, which is an extra penny, you know.
They keep trying to do that in Pinellas, and I vote against it every time.
And they split that with the county, so we get that money. And then they're, yes. So those
my 11th commandment, personally, I never vote for a tax. I've heard people around here talking about paying for this. I said, who do you think pays for that? You pay for it.
Yeah.
And they take such a big chunk anyway. This is where knowledge is very, very, very valuable. And then the property taxes.
And property taxes, yes.
Now, where I live, and I
the
pay
millage, they call it the millage.
Okay. I've chosen to, this is how cheap I am. I pay it quarterly, and it saves $60 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, if you pay it quarterly, yeah. Yeah, I can do a lot with $60. Does that stay in your county?
That millage?
My money stays in Pinellas County.
That's correct. Okay. That's correct. So the state legislature some years ago, the millage was at 2.0. Well, they decreased it by a half a millage, so it's 1.5, and that equated to millions of dollars given to the schools. So you might have seen a reduction in your property taxes. We saw $35. Now, I personally say that I would gladly have given that $35 to the schools. Everybody giving $35 would then help us to build new schools. So in Pasco County,
but they've got $5 million left over somewhere.
$5 million left over somewhere. Wiggle room, yes, that they can carry.
It's
they can either
wiggle.
It is for us, but for a $1.2 billion budget.
Okay, but now what about the inner cities? They're very, very poor. So they have less money to work with than, say, a middle class or upper class.
And then they get Title I funding if they have
Is that federal money?
Federal money, that's certain amount of free and reduced lunch. So in some districts, they might want to keep schools at a certain level. Do you see what I'm saying? As opposed to bringing them going out and working with the community, getting the parents on their feet and taking people off of free and reduced lunch would then cut their Title I funding.
There you go.
Money.
I get a lot of information across my desk about bullying, and I know it's awful and it's worse than when I was in school.
Yeah.
I know that. But also, I think we're raising a lot of crybabies. Last night I saw on TV, couldn't believe it, but having they call them a crying room in our colleges. Come on, grow up, people.
In a college, in the middle of
Yes,
in
in a
the middle of a
university.
student center, almost like a phone booth.
Yes, in a university. You know, that kind of mindset can be overtaken so quickly.
But then it's, you know, the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. And I will, you know, I'm pretty bold. I'll put myself out there. I think I've toughened up over the past few years. I'm not any different than I have been in the past. I've always been outspoken. If I see something that's wrong, if I see something that I feel people need to draw attention to, then I will speak up. It's not like I'm new, that I do anything new in this regard. And I don't agree with coddling, so much so that we are going to cultivate a culture, that we're going to cultivate a generation that
A crying room.
but because what happens when they're in the real world and they're working at Goldman
Exactly.
Sachs in Manhattan, or let me tell you, there's no, oh no, those.
Yeah, even Bill Gates, I think it was a college graduation address, great stuff. And he started out by saying, in the real world, there are still winners and losers. We don't have them in school anymore. You know, a lot of.
You get fired if you don't show up to work.
And I think a lot of people are being very surprised to find that out. But as I've looked at all of these things, and when it comes to the bullying thing, raise your kid to stand up. I'm not saying fight back. It probably wasn't a good idea to fight a bully, but to stand up and say, hey, you don't hurt me, you're not bothering me.
But you know what? I've seen it in the classroom at our middle school. And I've called students out and I'll say, you need to stop that behavior. What you're saying and the rage that I see in your face right now, you need to shut it down, turn around, take a deep breath, and not, this person did nothing to you and it needs to stop. So, you know, having a mediator, having somebody to go to, and having teachers who love all students and say, this is not good for you and it's not good for you, and then involve the parents. Because I promise you, the kids don't go home and tell the parents that they're being bullied because they're ashamed.
Well, as I looked at all this stuff, we are out of time, but to me it boiled down to the parents. How are they being raised at home? Are you involved in the school? Do you know the parents and the teachers should be a team in bringing this kid to a wonderful maturity? And boy, we ran out of time so very, very quickly. But I hope we've piqued your interest as to how important all these elections are. And it doesn't take that much effort to get involved. Some of the things Heidi has told me about what goes on in a classroom is just curl your hair, really. And so we need these kind of people in the school system, that's for sure. Hey, join me next time, will you? Remembering there's no higher calling than that of a homekeeper. God bless you.
If you should miss a Homekeepers program, you can catch up by going to www.ctnonline.com. Click on CTN Programs and then on Homekeepers.